Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and I appreciate you being here at the channel today. And for you folks that have not yet done so, consider hitting that subscribe button below, and if you like the information that we provide, hit that like button as well. I appreciate it. And our topic for you today is the key qualities of a gym sales superstar. So when you find that person, they're a legitimate gym sales superstar, how does that person look? And how can you start to maybe transform your habits into becoming this same person, this gym sales superstar? So number one on our list, it's responsibility. They take responsibility. Mary, I understand. I take full responsibility. I'll give you an example. It's like you're calling someone, you're leaving messages. Maybe you have a membership special going on, and customer calls back and says, "Oh, I never got your message." Mary, I understand. I take full responsibility for that because there's something else you could have done. But it's always going to be in your best interest to take full responsibility. You are the only thing you have 100% control over. If we start making other people responsible for our success, you'll never be that sales superstar. It's going to be hard to be a superstar in anything, quite frankly. So take responsibility. Number two, choose to be coachable. Choose to be a good student. Choose to be coachable. And the biggest thing I could say on the be coachable part is be willing to step outside of your comfort zone. Okay, do things that are uncomfortable, but be willing to learn. Be respectful. Check your ego at the door. Do all these things because you can learn something probably from every single person that you meet. In some cases it might be, you might learn what not to do, okay? But that's learning too. But make sure we're continually learning because if we're not, we're going backwards. So choose to be coachable on all the information, that's out there. Number three, be goal-oriented. What's your goal? What is your goal? And, these goals, it can be money goals, it can be position goals, different things like that. I can think back when I was, learning sales and struggling at it at first. My big goal was I was dead last there for a while out of 4 clubs. And my first goal was, hey, no longer do I want to be last. But then it became, hey, I have to be number one. And my goal wasn't really money. It wasn't really, looking for new positions. But by virtue of the fact that I did become number one, well, guess what? I made more money, got offered promotions, and I was able to advance. So, get some goals set for yourself. And a couple things I would say about goals that you guys hear me talk about a fair amount is you can't lose sight of these things. Make sure you write these goals down first thing every morning. Write them down last thing before you go to bed every night. And then at any point in the course of the day, if you experience disappointment or things just aren't quite going your way, that's another good time to write them down because you want to keep these goals at the forefront of what you're trying to accomplish. Number 6 is we want high motivation, the will to make it happen. Okay, high motivation, the will to make it happen. Don't make success optional. Too many people do this. Success becomes an option. When you truly have the will to make it happen, it no longer becomes an option. And the example I would give is let's just take your car payment. First of the month rolls around, you've got to make your car payment. If you don't have enough money to make that payment, there's a decent chance you're going to figure that out. You're going to figure out a way to get it paid because you know what the consequences are if you don't pay it. You're probably going to be walking, okay? And so you have that will to make it happen. When it comes to what you're trying to accomplish here, have that same will to make it happen. Don't make success optional. And one of the big things you can kind of wrap into this a little bit is just, stay disciplined to this. Even when you don't feel like doing it, get up and do it anyway. You don't feel like making the outbound calls, do it anyway. You don't feel like sending out that next email, do it anyway. Okay? You got your goals written down, stay disciplined to it. Number 5, product knowledge. And I would put product knowledge, we can talk a lot of things about product knowledge, sales, your gym, fitness, all of this, is good product knowledge, your equipment. And so be a good student, of product knowledge. Learn, how this works. You don't have to be a kinesiology expert here, but have good product knowledge. but have it so that it gives you confidence in moving into the sales process. We're not getting all this product knowledge because we're trying to educate the customer on this. We're trying to sell, which is a different thing to do. But you want to work on product knowledge. Make sure you're learning about this. Are you aware of new equipment that's out there, different trends, different things that are happening? Stay aware of that. It doesn't take a lot. I mean, you can do a little reading, a little research, 15, 20 minutes a day, to help accomplish that in many cases. Number 6, your member connection. Stay connected with your members. Too many folks that are in sales, we sign them up and then we're on the next one. And so stay connected with your members. Okay, you stay connected with them, and just from a selling standpoint, you might be able to upgrade them. They might want to add on a spouse. They might bring in a friend. They might buy some personal training. They might buy some retail. They're going to stay with you longer. Okay, all of these things are going to be true. So make sure you maintain that member connection. Okay, there's a lot of benefits in it, and of course, the more often that you interact with your members, the more likely they're going to continue coming back in. So maintain that member connection. These are the things that the best salespeople do. And then number 8 on our list is time management. Learn to manage your time. Okay, the truth is everyone has the same amount of time. We all have 24 hours in a day, 7 days a week, same number of days every year. Nobody has an advantage here. It's how we choose to manage our time. Know what are your key priorities, probably making sure you're building that pipeline, but also within that time management, how can you become more effective and how can you become more efficient? And use technology here. I mean, there's great technologies that can offer you follow-ups when someone calls you. You can automatically send them a text message. There's email follow-ups that are easy to automate. There's a lot of things in there. Check your club CRM, see what you have available there, and then on an individual level, what can you do to put technology into this? How can you automate more of this? But look at your time management. How can you compact this, and how can you get more done? So those are 8 qualities that we see in folks that are truly a gym sales superstar. Look at each one of those. Which one of those define you? Do any of those define you? Do all of them define you? Which ones can we improve upon? And the big word that I would put out there for you when you look at these things and things that we do and things that we don't do, equate it to discipline. How can I stay more disciplined to this? Because too often, people will get fired up on some of this. They'll start doing it and have some success, but then they get off course and all of a sudden, now they're going the other direction. So take a look at it. I hope you found it beneficial. If you did, hit that like button below. I appreciate it. Again, my name's Jim Thomas. Hope you all have a great day.